How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the second wave of the summer sale that runs until August 13th, so you've got about a week and a half to pick any of these deals up. As usual, I've scoured the sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 75 on Metacritic. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm working my way towards 5,000 subscribers, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping from me, let's get into the video. Mark of the Ninja Remastered is an absolutely slick stealth action platformer that's going for just $4.99 right now, and it's one of the best 2D stealth games ever made. You play as a ninja granted enhanced senses through a mysterious tattoo, and the game's all about moving silently through levels, planning your kills, and staying completely hidden in the shadows. The art style is striking, the sound design is crucial to gameplay, and the campaign constantly introduces new mechanics to keep things fresh and tactical. It has a ton of replayability with different approaches, plus challenge rooms and collectibles that really encourage mastery. It's an 89 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and around 15 hours to platinum. HoPiKo is just 69 cents and a perfect pick for anyone who loves lightning-fast, twitchy platformers that demand absolute precision. You're essentially leaping from platform to platform in micro stages that last just a few seconds, trying to destroy viruses that have infected the world's gaming systems. The levels are short but brutally difficult, and the game has a hyper-energetic chiptune soundtrack that keeps the adrenaline pumping. It's designed for speedrunners and perfectionists, and each level has multiple ways to optimize your movement. It's an 88 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and around 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. Doom 3 is just $3.99, and this one leans more into horror than the traditional run-and-gun action of the rest of the series. It's slower, darker, and more claustrophobic than Doom 2016 or Eternal, but the atmosphere is thick and tense the entire time. You're on a Mars research facility overrun by demons, and you'll spend as much time checking corners and reloading your flashlight as you do blasting enemies with a shotgun. This version includes the Resurrection of Evil and Lost Mission expansions too, giving you plenty of content in one tight little package. It's an 87 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and around 25 hours to platinum. Lacuna is going for just $1.99, and it's one of the most overlooked narrative detective games on the platform, set in a grounded sci-fi universe with a story that can shift dramatically based on your choices. You play as an agent investigating a political conspiracy, and the game doesn't hold your hand. You're expected to follow leads, interrogate suspects, and draw your own conclusions. The pixel art style adds a moody noir flair, and the branching narrative means your decisions really carry weight without an obvious right answer. It's short but replayable and has one of the more impactful endings you can reach. It's an 86 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and around 20 hours to platinum. Danmaku Unlimited 3 is on sale for just $3.49, and it's an absolute feast for fans of bullet hell shooters with incredibly tight controls and ridiculously beautiful neon-soaked action. You're flying through impossible swarms of bullets with a deep scoring system and different weapon loadouts that encourage experimentation. It's got both a classic arcade mode and a more modern system with upgrades and bomb management, and the soundtrack by Japanese indie band Blank Field is an absolute banger. If you love old-school shooters like Ikaruga or Mushihime-sama, this is one of the best modern entries in the genre. It's an 84 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. Crown Trick is down to just $4.99, and it's one of the best roguelike dungeon crawlers that mixes turn-based movement with real-time combat and enemy manipulation. Every room is a puzzle, and combat unfolds in a satisfying grid-based system where you can set traps, teleport, and manipulate elemental effects to gain the upper hand. It's got an adorable art style and excellent variety in both enemies and weapons, with a steady drip of upgrades and systems that make each run feel fresh. Plus, the boss fights are incredibly creative and keep you on your toes with evolving mechanics. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and around 35 hours to platinum. Cthulhu Saves Christmas is down to $2.49, and this one's a hilarious, irreverent turn-based RPG that blends Lovecraftian mythos with holiday cheer. You play as Cthulhu himself on a quest to save Santa Claus, and the humor is consistently sharp with tons of parody and fourth wall breaking. It's made by the same team as Cosmic Star Heroine, and while it's short, it packs in fast combat, silly characters, and a surprising amount of heart. Perfect if you want an RPG that doesn't take itself seriously but still delivers satisfying gameplay. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and around 5 hours to platinum. One Finger Death Punch 2 is $2.24, and it's one of the most satisfying rhythm action beat-em-ups you can play with just 2 buttons. Every move you make is synced to the enemy's positions and timing, and once you get into the flow, it feels like you're starring in your own martial arts movie. The game adds layer after layer of new mechanics and challenges as you go, but the controls always stay dead simple. With over 400 levels, dozens of survival modes, and a totally absurd sense of humor, it's pure arcade-style fun. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. Lumines Remastered is on sale for $4.49, and it's still one of the most hypnotic and engaging puzzle games ever made. You're matching blocks in time with a constantly moving beat line, so every match becomes part of the soundtrack. It's a perfect fusion of rhythm and puzzle gameplay that only gets more intense the deeper you go. This version features a remastered soundtrack, HD visuals, and multiple challenge modes that'll absolutely test your reflexes and pattern recognition. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and around 75 hours to platinum. Don't Starve Together Console Edition is just $4.49, and a phenomenal survival sandbox that shines brightest in co-op, though you can absolutely play it solo. You'll need to manage hunger, sanity, and health while crafting tools, building shelters, and avoiding terrifying monsters that emerge at night. The art style is gothic and hand-drawn, and the seasonal cycle introduces new threats and opportunities every time the world changes. It's tough as nails, but also deeply rewarding if you can get a friend or two to join in. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and around 80 hours to platinum. Batbarian, Testament of the Primordials, is just $2.99, and it's a hidden gem of a Metroidvania with surprisingly witty writing, clever puzzles, and solid platforming combat. You play as a barbarian, accompanied by a magical bat who helps you solve light-based puzzles and fight off subterranean monsters. The world design is tight and interconnected with tons of secrets to uncover, and the humor is consistent without being overbearing. It also features branching dialogue, optional challenges, and multiple endings to encourage exploration. It's an 82 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and around 15 hours to platinum. Songbird Symphony is down to $4.24, and it's one of the most charming indie platformers out there, blending light rhythm mechanics with heartfelt storytelling. You play as a tiny orphan bird named Burb, searching for his origins, and each new level introduces musical mechanics tied to learning songs that progress the story. The art is bright and adorable, and the soundtrack is filled with original songs that evolve as you interact with the world. It's a feel-good game that still has some light challenge in its rhythm segments and optional secrets to find. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 4 hours to platinum. If you're into stealth, puzzle platformers, retro shooters, quirky RPGs, or just want some highly rated hidden gems under $5, this list is absolutely stacked. From the quick bursts of twitchy action in HoPiKo and Danmaku Unlimited 3 to the methodical, eerie tension of Doom 3 and Lacuna, there's something for every mood. Throw in the offbeat charm of Cthulhu Saves Christmas, the puzzle box elegance of Luminous, and the deep roguelike mechanics of Crown Trick, and you've got a list that punches way above its price point. Even better, a bunch of these are shorter experiences that can slot nicely into a backlog, or be your next weekend binge. If you're hunting platinums, several of these are super manageable with nothing too grindy or missable to worry about. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.